All right, boys. Just dropped a new
All
project.
right.
You want to introduce yourselves?
Yeah. Oh, wait. I forgot something.
What?
Can you give me 10? Can you give me 20 seconds?
Sure.
Oh.
What?
Hold on. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm leaving
All
too.
right. Viewers, I think they're bringing the third member of the group on here. If you've listened to the EP called The Big Boom, I think they're bringing on their third member. Oh. Also, I'll just do a plug real quick. Listen to The Big Boom on Soundcloud by Gert God40 and Camzilla. You won't regret it. Also, shout out Gamer Subs. I'm not sponsored, but
Yeah.
it'll happen one day.
What are you yapping about?
Nothing. Who,
All
who'd you
right.
bring on? The third member of the group. You want to introduce him first?
Quag. Yeah, sure. This is Quag. Um,
All right.
his species is Qualia. Qualia.
Of course.
Yellow. You know, when me and Cameron were thinking of the album, I was like, we gotta have a hard ass album cover. And I thought I thought to call up this guy. He has an Instagram account,
Mm-hmm.
and he has this face that like strikes fear, but also like is welcoming. You know what I mean?
Of
And I
course.
think that's what our album does. And so I called him up and I was like, "Hey, you want to hop on, get on the album cover, help with the promo?" And he was like, "Yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah." So now we're locked in for life. Yeah,
So Quag has an Instagram account.
yeah. It's
Uh,
called Quag's Big Breakout.
all right. Good plug. Go follow Quag's Big Breakout. Post great content. I've seen it. It's amazing stuff. So, do you two want to introduce yourselves, starting with Cameron, Camzilla,
Yes, I'm Camzilla. DJ Cam also.
DJ
Oh
Cam?
shit.
Oh shit, Quag's a phone
DJ
over.
Cam as well,
Uh huh.
producer. And
Yeah,
I like guy.
you could just.
And this is
And I'm Gert God40,
yeah.
also known as DJ Birdie when I'm
Yeah.
producing.
Yeah. All right. Two
And
alter egos. It's amazing. It's amazing to finally be on a call with you two. I'm a big fan of your project.
yeah, thanks,
The
man.
big boom.
I've
It's
been
great to be on call with you too. I've seen your stuff.
yeah, been waiting for a while. I know you guys have a busy schedule. You're after
Oh
the
yeah.
after the EP drop. It's been your schedule must have been crazy.
Oof.
So
Tell me
I
about it.
tried to go to Rancho Markets.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
like everybody.
Yeah, we went to Rancho Market. Like everyone was there because of the album.
Yeah, it's got to be crazy, especially being in a bigger city. It's got to be
Oh, for sure.
a little bit
Yeah.
annoying. And I know you
Hmm.
guys have released some smaller projects, of course, before this, but no like
Oh yeah.
nothing big
Yeah.
as this. Has this
Mhm.
what was the thought process going into making this? Was there any inspiration in your
So
life? Did you want to take a big step forward in your career? What was the thought process?
Should I pull up the list of inspirations?
no,
Yeah, of
not yet.
course.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Here, let's see what we got here. Just give me 1 second. I wrote down a list of people that inspired us to make this album,
Mm-hmm.
and I got Bob Dylan, Patrick Bateman,
Mm-hmm.
NLE Choppa, Arthur Morgan, PewDiePie, Jeff the Killer, French rapper from Instagram Reels,
Of course.
AOC, Channing Tatum, 2019 Joker, Jack Black.
Big one coming.
Yeah, that's for our humor.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Based, you know.
I see, yeah.
And then we got Lil Cock X,
Yep.
Camzilla, Quag, and myself.
Mm-hmm. So you were inspired both by outside sources and by yourselves and by each other. That is
Yes.
extremely inspiring. Does that list apply to you, Camzilla, or do you
Oh
have your own
yeah, definitely.
inspirations?
No, I chipped into some of those.
Oh yeah, he did.
Of course.
That was a collaborative work.
And
Hmm.
What's interesting is you mentioned Steve in there. That movie came out recently. That was a big part of your creative process for the project?
Yeah, we sampled a few things from the movie.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
If you
that
notice.
yeah. If
it
you
was
listen
amazing. It's
closely, you
hard to
got a
miss
little.
the chicken
Yeah.
jockey.
Yeah,
And I
Mm.
was inspired. I was really inspired because it really does keep your project current and with the times, and I think that's something special.
yeah,
I think
Oh yeah, for sure.
yeah. I'm
sometimes
sure that's gonna age
people,
great.
yeah, I think sometimes people get too caught up in trying to like living in the past or whatever, and you guys are just keeping it current. You're keeping it interesting for newer audiences, and
Yeah,
I respect
Yeah,
that.
I wanted to when I was going into the album. I was like, I want to like have something that what's it called when people like they put it in a box and then they put it underground and then it's like they have to dig it up later.
a,
Treasure.
a, no,
Wait, hold on. He's
a
got it.
time thing.
It's like a
A
time
time
Oh,
capsule.
time
time capsule.
capsule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
was thinking, what is something that like capsulates the world we're living in right now,
Mm,
but also introduces the world to the big force of us too. You
yeah.
know,
The big
yeah.
boom.
And I
yeah,
would
big
say
boom
that ties in
title.
beautifully. And I would say there will be some critics who would say that it could be taken as a criticism that it's too stuck in this current moment now. Do you have anything to
Mm.
say to that, or is that the purpose? Are you okay with that, or what do you have to say
Well,
to it aging poorly?
listen, listen. It can encapsulate a time, but it can still age well. I feel like and that's what we did. That's what we strived for.
Yeah,
We strived for something that would be timeless, but also reminiscent
yeah.
of a time.
And the rapping is timeless.
Yeah,
Yeah,
timeless.
that's true. The bars are timeless. So
Yeah.
I want to go on to member specific questions. Well, to go back into your lore per se, how did you two meet? How did you two meet, and what was the inception of the group? Did you guys recognize a talent within each other? Was it like a couch discussion? How did this happen?
So basically, we would always go to like these group things, right? These
Hmm.
group rap sessions,
Like a
and
cipher.
yeah, and multiple people that would just spit bars. Then who's next? Spit bars. Who's next? Spit bars. Sometimes we'd have rap battles,
It's a
Yeah.
very
and
cutthroat environment.
yeah, and
I see.
we had tournaments going on with rap battles, and Cameron was actually the first winner of those tournaments.
Mm. The first one. So, do you mean the first one out of you two, or the first one to win just in general? Like there were no
in
winners
the whole in the
beforehand.
whole in the whole rap group, like the whole group we had going on over there.
Yeah, yeah. So it was
And
like draw after draw after draw, and then Cameron comes onto the scene, brings his
oh
new
yeah,
like style and
oh yeah,
expression. That's extremely
ATMs.
impressive.
yeah. And then I had to, I saw him and I was like, he's
Mm.
really got some shit. He's really got some shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I hit him up. We started hanging out more. Yeah, and
And basically, we were like just hanging out, and we were like, we made these two songs, and we were like, we should just put these two together and then make more and then drop an EP.
exactly.
And then we were walking to Rancho Markets, and we were like, what should we name this thing? And I was
Mhm.
like, The Big Boom.
Yeah. And then a Cybertruck went by, and
Yeah.
then we were like, bro, we should have a Cybertruck exploding on the cover.
Yeah.
But it's just a regular explosion, but there is a Cybertruck bar in there if you listen
Yeah.
closely.
Yeah. It's just a perfect storm, honestly. I think you know, fate and all of that, it all seems pretty preordained with just how perfect
Yeah,
everything
very
turned out.
preordained.
Yeah, it was beautiful. Um, I want to ask
Yeah.
this about the title. Were you guys inspired by Big Justice at all when coming up with the title? Was that a thought in your mind?
I thought about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, dang, that kind of sucks, but we just have to stick with it and make it our own, you know?
Mhm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Uh,
I might have been, but I wasn't directly thinking of Big Justice at the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, understand.
I wasn't
It's just like
thinking
a
of
little coincidence, yeah. Alright.
Mhm.
like
So,
maybe back in my mind, you know, like I
Yeah.
held from that, but
yeah,
it just happened.
and to follow up that question, what is the big boom? Is it your explosion onto the scene? Is it your personalities? What is the big boom per se?
What?
Don't do that face. Don't do that face.
Serious. So
Okay.
what is the big boom?
Cameron, do you want to take this one?
Yeah. Oh shit. So kind of, I'd say it's mostly. Okay, restart. I'd say it's mostly our explosion onto the scene.
Mhm.
Mostly,
Mm.
this is really our first album. This is our first body of work, really,
Yeah.
that we've
Mhm.
released in conjunction of
Yeah.
together
Mhm.
as one.
As one.
Because
And-
we've made projects, little albums,
Mhm.
compilations, the best of stuff like
Yeah.
that. But we never really came together and just made a body of work together.
Yeah. And this, I think we
Yeah,
encapsulated exactly what we wanted. And I think the big boom does tie into like the abrasiveness of the
yeah.
album, the loud
Yeah.
noise that you hear, the
The boom.
shit that'll get you pumped.
Yeah.
And,
I do
you
want to
know, big
elaborate
boom.
on that later. Could you confirm this theory I had about the title? I thought when I saw the big boom, of course, like the immediate thought is
I'm sorry.
So hard.
when I saw the big boom, of course, like the first thing you think of is exploding onto the scene, an explosive personality, explosive songs, and all of that. But is there also some kind of meaning of like the Big Bang, kind of making your own universe in the the metaphysical space of rap, or the space like the Big Boom, like the Big Bang?
Yeah, that did. The Big Bang did definitely cross my mind because it's like the big boom, the Big Bang. Like, how can you not like,
Yeah.
think of that? So I think it just kind of like it brings it adds another layer, even though that wasn't the layer we were going for.
Mhm. Just another one of
Um,
those coincidences, like Big Justice and
Yeah,
all of
It's
those
kind of, yeah.
parallels. Yeah. All right, I
Mhm.
could see that.
It's related to the Big Bang, also, because it's
Yeah.
like we're starting the new wave, almost like how
Yeah.
the Big Bang restarted everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
new universe of rap per se. Yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah.
I find that extremely inspiring. Now moving on to the actual tracks themselves. Are
Oh,
there
yeah.
any? Is there a purpose behind any of the track names? Was there a deeper reason for any of them? Like Shave It
Yeah.
is one that really caught my attention.
Yeah.
Shave.
The crazy one.
Look at that fucking face.
Shit. Honestly, the names behind them really all have a story, I gotta be honest.
Yeah, they do.
So April Fools, that was made on April Fools.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, of course.
Oh, was Trash Pickup,
Yeah, Trash Pickup was all, but that's no joke.
but also Trash Pickup was made to, encapsulate the feeling of wanting to put others down for not picking up their own trash, and
Mm.
in the music video for that, by the way.
No.
I'm picking up trash. I'm shining like glitter. I'm picking up litter.
So,
And
would you say it's a societal commentary? The song itself is.
oh yeah,
All right. So it's less of
for
a
sure.
personal song and more of like an overarching view on your viewpoint on society itself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, it's a personal view. It's personal too.
Yeah, it's personal too.
That's true. That's
And
true.
we hold it close to our hearts. We don't like littering.
Yeah,
Mm.
fuck litterers,
I found-
literally.
All right. And Summer 21. What's the
Classic.
purpose behind that name? Is it the summer of 2021? Is it the 21st?
A lot of people were asking about that, and honestly, I'm a big summer guy. I don't like being inside all the time for the winter. You know, I like seeing the sun, being out on a nice bright day.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought of like making a song where I I I illustrate my excitement for the summer. You know, because it's coming up,
Yeah.
and one way I illustrated that was thinking about summer 2021. It was one of my favorite summers, probably.
Yeah.
It was a summer where I hung out with my cousins a lot
Mm-hmm.
and went to the salt flats, did all these things with my cousins.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was a good, and it just ties into the sample we used. And well, I used two samples on there. And you know, he says summer, then another one says 21, so it's like
Yeah.
it all just ties in together.
Yeah. All right. Shave It. I'm still curious about that because I have my own thoughts about what that title could mean. You know, it's very ambiguous. You know,
Yeah.
'cause
Right.
what is it? You know,
That's a hard question, honestly.
because
It's hard
like
to answer.
could be shaving off like years of your life, like with every passing day. It could be shaving your head. It could be shaving your, you know what, you know. And I'm just really interested
Yeah.
to see what you
Yeah.
meant by that.
So basically, really, I was just thinking. I got this razor that was in William's room.
Okay.
And you know that in the song?
Uh-huh.
That's the sound of the razor turning on, going to like 50% to 100%. And I was like,
yeah.
wow, I could use this in the song. So I put it in the song.
Inspired.
And then I was like, I should start referencing things about shaving. And it just started getting all deeper than that. And I don't think, you shouldn't shave if you don't want to, also.
That's
It's not the
true.
meaning of the song.
I feel like
If you
I
don't want to
could-
shave, hey, keep the hair. I'm not telling you to,
Yeah.
yeah.
The way I saw it was more of a thing where he was yelling at himself. You know, he was yelling at himself in his brain.
Shave it, yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say it's more like what society wants.
Yeah.
They're trying to tell you, shave it. Hey, maybe I don't want to shave it, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
There's
Yeah.
a lot of
That's
societal
what they always
pressure.
tell you, is that they just want you to shave it.
Yeah, whatever it is, you know. Like, there's a lot of things
Yeah,
people
hair,
want you to
shave your
shave.
life, hair, anything. Applies to anything.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very.
I think it just ties into like the overall theme of just being against societal norms, you know.
I really
Yeah.
like seeing that pushback in this project because I do think there's a large subset of people who think one way and need a project like this to sort of help them gain the bravery to, like, shave it or don't, you know?
Or don't shave it.
Exactly.
Or don't listen.
Exactly, and pick up their trash. And I really appreciate you guys for doing something like this.
Yeah, of course.
Nuketown. Is this a Call of Duty reference?
Yeah. So, Nuketown, big boom, bombs, all related to bombs.
Uh-huh.
And we were like, we're both dropping bombs on that fucking
That
song.
song was
Yeah.
the bomb. That's my personal favorite track.
Yeah, me too.
Me too, honestly.
Yeah.
You know,
It's classic.
we
They the
got
two last songs really take a stride in the work of the artistry. It's
I
it's a
think-
real curveball.
You can tell that you guys have had at least an afternoon of experience by that point in, like, the music making, and it really shows because that is some of your best work, you know, in the lyrics.
Yeah, those two songs were just bang
Thank you.
bang, two in a row.
It was amazing.
Just
I do love
get one.
the entire album, but these two are just the most solid and consistent, I would say.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And then Bang Pasta? Bang X Pasta? What's up with that?
Yep. So we love creepypasta.
Yeah. If you listen closely, there's
And we
about
just wanted to rap about
is
it.
there 4 creepypastas in that song?
I think we got Smile Dog, Jeff the Killer,
Ben Drowned. Did you say something about Slenderman? Or did we delete that?
I think I deleted that.
Oh shit. Okay, there's 3 creepypasta references if you listen closely. And also, it's just like I had to add the bang in there because like just when you hear the song, it's like bang, bang. And also, I'm saying bang, bang, bang. So it's like EX pasta. There you go.
Also, bang just ties in the whole booms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Again, just mashing
course.
some of your ideas together. Okay, and
Yeah.
on top of that, what are your two's? I know you said Nuketown was your favorite. Do you have like another one? Is Nuketown both your favorites?
Nuketown's my favorite.
Honestly, yeah, Nuketown is my favorite too. But each time I'm hearing the EP, there's little things I enjoy more about each re-listen. You know,
Yeah.
my personal like favorite right now is probably Shave It.
Yeah.
You know, I'm
Shave
putting
It's
that on
amazing.
repeat right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crazy.
And
it's just like
yeah, like you said when we started this interview, it is a very abrasive album at times, and I will say, Camzilla, that came out across even more in your tracks. Is there a reason behind that? Did you feel emotional while creating them? Is there some kind of
Yeah.
emotional force behind your vocals? Because again, they are very forceful and intense. You know,
Yeah.
were you feeling some type of way?
I was just thinking about the boom that this project needed. So I turned up the bass. I just dropped some bass boost, and while producing the beat.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this is kind of what it needs, and
I see.
it just felt right, And I just need to go like, felt like I just really need to go crazy, Just put
Yeah.
myself out there,
So
put my ideas on paper, on this canvas of this beat.
yeah. So would you say it was your forcefulness was it had a distinct purpose rather than some kind of emotional outburst?
I'd say just as a purpose, just this rapping style I'm doing currently,
Mm,
what I'm feeling.
I see.
I just feel like the beats that I made just kind of like just happened, and I was like, I can't rap soft over these crazy, industrial sounding, insane, harsh noise beats.
Yeah. I you two have very distinct methods in how you deliver your message, you know. I think Gert God, I think you're typically more wordy. You know, you have very nice flows and all that. Cameron, Camzilla, I mean, you deliver your you deliver your feelings in a more forceful way and through your production, which I think is a really interesting dichotomy of it all. You know, because
Yep.
while I was listening, I was really thinking, wow, wow, the dichotomy of it all. It was
Yeah.
ins-
Dichotomy of it all.
it was
It's
really
crazy.
inspiring stuff. Let me see. Are there any Easter eggs in the songs you guys want to point out?
I mean, honestly, the Easter eggs are for the fans to go and find themselves. I feel like, but I will say there are some interesting places we pulled from.
Yeah.
All right, we'll leave it at that then. Don't want any spoilers.
Just say try to find where the samples are from.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Think about that.
about that for a second.
Are there any? Do you guys have any future projects in mind? Anything locked and loaded?
Oh boy, do we!
Yeah.
Do you want
Not
to
locked and
elaborate?
loaded per se. However, we are working on a new genre. We're
Yeah.
trying to change the game once again,
Interesting.
and you guys got a little taste of that with one of our old songs.
Yeah.
Way back in the day. It was called Davy Jones' Locker.
I remember that.
And yeah, he went by Fresh Ice at the time.
Yeah.
But yeah, Fresh Ice is dead. Yeah. So we're gonna bring that kind of style back, and we're gonna make an album out of it, and we're basically trying to create a new genre called pirate rap.
Yeah.
Okay.
PWAC that's a hint for the album name.
Mm-hmm.
PWAC. All right. I'm sure the fans will have fun deciphering what that could mean. Do you guys want to elaborate on that anymore? Or is that just kind of under wraps until the project drops? Or is there any kind of release date or time you're planning on releasing it?
We are gonna try to release it as soon as possible. However, we haven't put our foot in the door yet. We just have the idea.
Yeah, and you
The
are
door is
working on
open.
doing
We're looking at the
engineering.
door. We're thinking about going through the door. We haven't even touched the door.
Yeah, our hand is near the doorknob, but we haven't.
But the door's been open. We made a song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So the idea is there.
Just gotta
We just
break
need to act
back
on.
through that door. All right, I see.
Yeah.
And that actually goes into another question I have. Can we expect you to branch out into different genres, or are you staying focused more on the hip hop side of things, or industrial kind of? Do you want to do country, pop, or are you interested in any of those genres?
Yeah,
Me personally, I'm interested in it all.
yeah, all of it.
So
We
can
might-
expect R&B.
We don't know.
All of that.
This pirate album, it doesn't even have to be a pirate rap. It could be.
Yeah.
We might have a pirate metal song.
Yeah. We honestly might just, instead of just pirate rap, we might just make a whole new genre of pirate fucking.
Yeah.
Just pirate.
Just pirate. All right.
He does.
Pirate music.
I see. And after the success of this recent launch, are there any plans to release merch, website, any merch you want to plug? Shirts featuring
Maybe
your mascot?
pins. Maybe some pins.
Yeah, maybe some pins.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, selling merch is a cool idea, but yeah, we
gotta wait.
Yeah, we
That
gotta
takes time.
wait on that.
We might have some quad pins, maybe. That might be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I see. And I do take you two as the types to do it more so for the art rather than financial returns, you know? And that's another thing that makes me respect your guys' group a lot, you know?
Thank you.
But I don't want to make any spoilers for the album or anything. Is there anything you guys want to plug or any closing statements or anything you want to leave us with?
There was something I wanted to say, but I forgot.
We got time.
Well, how's your day been, Gabe?
It's been all right.
Gabe from Sidetracked, huh?
Yeah. You know, I've been looking forward to this interview all day, you know, and it's been really nice to meet some people who've created, frankly, my favorite album of this year. It's been a really disappointing year for music, at least to me. I know you guys are a bit more entrenched in the culture than I am, hence why you can make such an interesting album. But this is the first thing of this year to really get me interested, especially in a new artist, which I didn't expect this year.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, just
frankly, thank you.
Been relatively disappointed with the music coming out this year, but you guys have finally kind of lifted my hopes for the rest of the year, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, thank you. You know, I can't speak on other artists because, you know, I'm a big artist and I have a lot of connections with other artists. I don't want them thinking I think less of them just because we dropped the best EP of the year.
Mm-hmm.
But honestly, I think that is it. I'm not sure what I was gonna say, but it's okay.
One more question.
Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Coming to Spotify soon.
Oh yeah.
That's
Should be coming this month.
One more question. Do you have any solo projects planned? Camzilla, Gurkot?
I mean, I'll probably dip my toes in a couple of solo projects.
Yeah.
But you know, I'm liking the duo synergy we got going on.
Mm-hmm. And are they?
Yeah, I'm not really.
They're gonna stay under the same banner, Camzilla, Gurkot. Do you have any Victor Vaughn-esque personas people could check out?
Twisted Chords.
Twisted Chords, yeah, that's a thing that's gonna be happening.
Yeah, it's our acoustic rock, indie rock
kind of
side project.
Yeah, we're kind of in a little 3-man band.
Yeah.
Me, him, and Ben from Pale Gums. Little plug right there.
Hmm.
And
Where can we
And
find
yeah.
it? On SoundCloud, Spotify, YouTube?
Not at Twisted Chords is not out yet.
yeah, Twisted Chords has not released anything yet, but
We got some stuff in the works.
mhm.
But we
Anything
might pop
prepared?
out with a live performance one day.
Yeah, we got some local shows planned. So
Yeah.
Okay,
We have a show
featuring
on Friday.
all three of you? Is this gonna be hip hop? It's gonna be rock?
Who's just some indie shit, you know? Just some jamming, guitars, vocals, bongos,
yeah.
basses,
Wait.
harmonicas,
Oh yeah.
Bongos
Harmonica,
and harmonicas on a song.
guitars, and voices, and all sorts
Just
of
good
shit.
shit.
Bass,
Maybe some maracas in there in the back.
maracas.
That's gonna be
Yeah.
amazing. I'm very excited. Gonna put that on the screen right here. What was it? Twisted Chords?
Yeah. Twisted
The
Chords.
Twisted Chords.
All right. Well, thank you, Gert God. Thank you, Cameron, for your time today. I really appreciate it.
About 40.
Camzilla.
Gert God 40, all caps, and Camzilla. Thank you for your time. I've really appreciated this album coming onto the music scene this year. And I'm excited for your future songs.
Hell yeah, man. Hey, thank
we end it
you.
with a three-pointer.
Yeah.
Should we end it with a 3-pointer?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
We are guys.
They would never miss. They haven't missed yet. They're 1-for-1 on their projects, guys. They won't mess this up.
Hold on, how do I turn the camera around? Wait, let me get it in shot. Can you see good? All right, shoot that baby.
Oh, that's the
And that's just an illustration of how we're gonna roll this 2025. Thank you for having us on this interview, Gabe.
Yeah, thank you. And I will see you later.
Yeah, see ya.